phone blowing up. They like what I'm gonna do. Show the world you shouldn't poke a man with nothing to lose. All of this just because I wasn't in love with his views. Whatever happened, I just know they got me fucking confused.
My check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm happy, I'm honored, I'm honored to be around you, man. It's the first.
Let's get right to it, man. We heard the song. If you ain't heard the song, go check it out. Now, far as the song itself, I think it was very strategic. You feel me? The shit that he posted on Instagram when he kept saying, I'm not Drake, it didn't sound too cool, and I was wondering what the fuck he was doing. Like, bro, I hope this not the song you pulled a Meek Mill out here. The fuck? We don't want to know that. But the song is out, and my God, he sat there and was personal at Drake. You know what I mean? You can tell they kind of had a friendship. And everybody was saying, Joe Budden crazy. He jumped out the window thinking 4 p.m. in Calabasas was about him. And then you put it together and then you like, wow, wait a minute. We understand the relationship between Joe Budden and Hove. We don't got to go into that if you don't really understand that relationship, because a lot of you new generation people, kids, teens, whatever, don't understand that beef. But go back and check your history. They've been at it since the Pump It Up freestyle. You know what I mean? So that's that. Then, of course, he threw the shots at Meek, but we don't really care about that. Anyway, I think Meek is, in my opinion, I'm going to say he's scared lyrically, because the thing that I don't understand, you're a battle rapper. This is what you're supposed to do. What do you not gain from accepting a challenge? You don't lose anything. What are you saying? You don't give him more fame. Like, we know who Joe Budden is. We understand he's top 5 lyricist, whether you agree with it or not. But what are you afraid of if you're a battle rapper? When he was battle rapping, he took on all challengers. You feel me? You went at Drake because you thought it was an easy win, but yet back-to-back showed you that he wasn't the one to fuck with. Correct? So why would you just post like little tweets and Instagram shit about, oh, he's a sherm head, he's a crackhead, he's nobody? Like, what are you afraid of? This is what you doing. Nicki Minaj won't bow down to no fucking battle rap. You think she won't say nothing to a fucking little mama? Give it time, it'll come. Now, Meek, to me, he loses points because you went at Drake and you thought Drake was soft. Why won't you go at Joe Budden? Like, I mean, come on, my nigga. You need something to help restart your career. If not that, piggyback off his wave going at Drake and go at Drake then. We still waiting for you to get back to that shit. You know what I mean? But other than that, if Meek don't respond, whatever. Now, as far as Drake, I'm sorry. You gotta respond. And I like how Joe Budden said that, oh, a lot of these guys say that, oh, they're not gonna respond because they're the bigger artists and I'm a nobody. Basically, that's what he was saying. Sorry, Drake, nigga. We gave you a pass with the Kendrick shit. We gave you a pass with you being scared to go up there to Breakfast Club with Charlamagne and God. We're not giving you a pass with this one. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? The Kendrick shit is like, okay, you did little jabs here and there, and you mainly kind of got at him through interviews, right? You even got at Tory Lanez, who really, if you say is a nobody, you got at him. Why won't you get at Joe Budden? You know what I mean? I don't understand that, nigga. You have, as a Drake fan, and I'm a huge Joe Budden fan, nigga, you lose more points if you do not go back at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I like how Joe Budden, at the end of the record, the last verse, he talked about himself. He 8-mouthed it, nigga. So I'm like, oh, shit, what is Drake gonna say? He 8-mouthed it. Everything that he talked about is dope because we know it. Now, Drake, he put him in a different position because it's like, you can't really say shit we already know. You know, we know he got snuffed on camera. We know about the allegations of being a woman beater. We know he got dropped from Def Jam. We know he ain't really been on the charts in so long. You can't do the money talk angle with him. We don't really care about that because it's about rap, battle rap, not money. So I like how he did that. He 8-mouthed you, my nigga. He 8-mouthed you. You feel me? And even if, like, you can't even take the Hove approach where Hove broke down Nas with the album wise. You can't even do that because he has critically acclaimed mixtapes. You know, he went gold on his first album. He has some #1 records here and there. You know what I mean? So I want to see how Drake really go respond to this. He kind of put him in an awkward situation because it's like, what could you say that's new that old and new fans never heard? You know what I mean? Like you go down the list of people that went at Joe Budden and Joe Budden went back at him. It's for the culture. It's battle rap, my nigga. He went at Game, and we know Game is at least a top tier when it comes to this battle rap shit. He held his own against Game, which was shocking. You know what I'm saying? He went at Ransom, he went at Saigon, Mobb Deep, 50 Cent, the whole G Unit, right? So we understand he does this. Do I feel like Joe Budden is doing this shit for publicity? No, because he said he don't give a fuck about mainstream. He don't care about radio and record deals and all that shit. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not more on Joe Budden's side. I just think this is great because I didn't think he was going to respond to the nigga. I'm like, he ain't going to diss Drake. But we take away from Joe Budden and the record, he did the whole you signed the Five Guys, the little burger place flip. Now, Pusha T gets credit for that first because he initially said it, you signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So that really wasn't new. I'm like, oh, well, we heard that before, so that ain't really new. You know, he just put a new spin on it. But at the end of the day, you can't spin this. If you're a fan of Drake, you gotta want him to respond. And even if you ain't been a fan of Joe Budden musically, you understand his history. This song is fire. Like, he went in from beginning to end. I don't really like the hook. I will say that I like more when Joe Budden just get a beat and just rap all the way through it. Like he did what's that record? Not Dumb It Down. But it got dumb in the record, you know, where he basically went at Lloyd Banks and G Unit and shit. And that shit was crazy. And it's so many just songs that when he go like the 7-minute move music type energy, it's over with. You know, the minute I see, and it's a part 1. My God. Now he has to follow up and finish. I'm thinking it's going to be a trilogy. He waiting for the response from Drake, so Drake definitely had to respond. But I feel like the record, it more than tapped Drake on the chin, it probably knocked him to his knee. Like, oh, shit. I wasn't expecting this. And let's get it clear. If y'all motherfuckers think that Jay-Z didn't hear this record, you stupid and fooling yourself. Go check the history back with those two niggas, Joe Budden and Jay-Z. Regardless if this nigga in Dubai or wherever he at, he heard the record. Will this inspire Jay-Z to the next verse that Jay do? Pay attention to it. Because he heard this record. You know what I mean? And if he drops an album, he will notably talk about this situation. Don't get it fucked up. I don't know what people be on. Like, they think Jay-Z an alien or something. Like, he don't really hear music. All the bullshit music, he don't listen to. But he hears what he needs to hear. That's why he could still be out here in 2016 murdering new generation rappers with, like, 2 verses. Like, those 2 verses he did on that record and the Pusha T joint, it was dope, you know, it's fair, you know what I mean? So he's still late 40s and still killing shit. So I definitely want to see if Hove go respond, because I think, yeah, that'd be kind of interesting, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, this is a dope song, dope diss record. You know, for a minute, with the disses, he ain't been on him like that. Joe Budden even tell you, like, he just been focused on Slaughterhouse, his solo career, you know, and everything that he doing besides rap, but he ain't really been, you know, dissing back and forth. He kind of laid low with that for a minute, you know what I mean? But I think this was the break that he needed, and he been wanting to do this for a while. You can definitely tell. When you heard the podcast and he was going in on Drake, talking about views, which is his personal opinion, you know what I mean? It was a good album to me, but you can definitely tell he has points of what he was saying. I'm not backtracking on what I said. We know how I feel about the album. But at the end of the day, Drake is Drake. Drake gonna do what Drake do. You know what I'm saying? And it shows that, you know, 2 months later, it's still #1. That's crazy to me. Like, wow, he broke Eminem record. Who would have thought? Of all the artists since, '01, no artists have done that, and Drake came along and did it. It makes you think about hip-hop, too. Like, damn, these artists be saying that they doing this and that, and they couldn't even break that record. That's crazy. But whatever. I thought 50 would have broke it, but no. So it is what it is. You know, it's not about record sales. It's about rap. I'm definitely loving what I just heard. I've been listening to this shit back to back because I'm trying to still dissect it. I thought my favorite line was the Sprite line that he used. You know, I was like, oh, that's crazy. And a lot of people don't understand that line. Go back and watch the video Forever with Eminem, Wayne, Drake, Kanye. Damn, that shit was crazy. But yeah, man, what y'all think about the song? I know a lot of y'all don't fuck with Joe Budden. If you don't fuck with him, you don't like him, or if you never heard his music, don't comment on this shit, because I'm not going to respond to no dumb shit. But what do y'all feel about Drake? Should Drake respond? Will Meek Mill somehow do some subliminal shit? Do you want him to get off Instagram and Twitter and actually rap again? Or do y'all just want him to, you know, be Twitter fingers for the rest of his career? But that's just my take on it. Drake, nigga, you got to respond, nigga. I'm a huge fan, but I mean, you went at Common, my nigga, and shut him up. Do you have another Stay Scheming in your career? Do you have another one? This is no ether, But it definitely is a knock on your door like, nigga, I'm here. So you got to respond, buddy. Not with no lukewarm shit. We don't need another back-to-back. None of that. You got to, whatever 3P was, my nigga, I think you need to get back in the lab and definitely deliver that 3P. Fuck Meek Mill or do what he did. This Joe Budden, Kendrick, Tory Lanez, this all them niggas in one fellow swoop and be done with the shit. That would be dope. That'd be a 3P. I'm out of here. 1.